Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the wheels that's on this car. Cosmos XT005R. These seem to be very popular. I was one of the first to purchase these wheels for an F-body. I took a risk because of the bolt pattern and the back spacing. Not many people bolted these on their cars before I purchased this. And I was like, I did the math. I was like, okay, the rears are gonna poke out a little bit, but man, just look at the design, you know? I mean, these are comparable to the Weld racing wheels, RTSs, I believe. So let's get down to the spec. The fronts are 18x9s with an offset of a positive 25 millimeters. The tires I'm running on here, the Toyo Proxys 245 40/18. Great fitment. It's in that fender well. While we're up here in the front, let me go ahead and tell you, I'm running 6th gen Camaro Brembos with a C7 Corvette disc. To run these wheels on this setup, you do need a spacer. It requires a 5 millimeter spacer. Now currently, what I have on here, just to be a little more aggressive, I have a 12 millimeter spacer. Let's talk about the rear wheels. The rears are 18x10 with a 20 millimeter positive offset. Thinking about those specs on this car, on a stock width rear end, that's gonna put these wheels poking out at least 1/4 of an inch. You can see it right here. So that means if your car is lowered, you definitely have to roll these rear fender lips, which I did for a previous set of wheels. If you do not roll them, those lips will eat into your tire. You're not gonna get around with the stock width rear end and these wheels and not have some type of rubbing. So being that my fender lips are rolled, they rub, but they don't do damage to the tire. So if you can live with that, these might be the wheels for you. As you can see in the sidewall here, you can't even see where it rubs. This is from doing multiple burnouts and donuts and whatnot. One positive is running a 10-inch wheel in the back with this kind of offset. You're not gonna have to do the big F and hammer mod to your inner fender wells because you got plenty of clearance on the inside of the wheel. My tire size on the rear, they're 275 35/18. If you haven't seen it, check out my other video on my review of the Toyo tires. All right, let's talk quality. These wheels compared to a Weld, the Cosmos wheels are gravity cast pieces. It's a single piece wheel. What does that mean? Durability, these things are tough. I mean, they'll be able to take potholes, whatnot, and not bend compared to a 3-piece or a 2-piece wheel with forged centerpieces and billet loops. This wheel is completely painted. We're talking about painted, the whole piece is painted. There's no polished piece of this wheel. So when you're looking at the raw section of the wheel, that's clear coated, and then the center of the wheel itself is black. And I believe it's powder coated. I'm not 100% sure on that. I do know that this is fully painted. Even the rear side of the wheel is painted black. There are definitely some pros to that. You don't have to worry about elbow grease and polishing out billet aluminum wheels. All you have to do is just wash them, keep them clean, you're good to go. I've had these wheels for a little over a year now. I tell you, the finish has been holding up pretty well. I did have one chip from possibly a rock or something on the highway. Let's see, right here. Other than that, it's been holding up really good. So being that these wheels are gravity fed, that cuts down on the cost. We're talking $330 a piece, give or take, compared to, I don't even know what the welds cost, I think $540 or something like that. So good difference there, good amount of savings. Now when I ordered these wheels, they were not in stock. I had to wait 4 months to get these things. Originally I wanted to get the gunmetal gray to match the car, and coming towards the end of the 4 months, I was getting impatient. I called the guys that I bought the wheels from. They were like, well, you know what? We have a set of black Cosmos wheels in stock. If you want to go ahead and go with those. At the side, I was like, what the hell? The black would look good. A nice contrast to the roof. So I went ahead and went with the black, and I'm pretty happy with that decision. Also, another thing I did to make it fit the car better, to make the wheels fit the car better, I went ahead and I went online and I found the center cap, not the center cap itself, but that actual emblem. It's a stick-on emblem. Seems good quality. I found these on eBay, and you can also find them on Amazon. I'll have the link in the description. I went ahead and put one on my steering wheel also, which is, they're all the same size and it fits perfectly. That was a nice little touch. All right, another thing, let's go ahead and address the bolt pattern of these wheels. The bolt pattern. These wheels are 5 by 120 millimeter. So that's metric, which is the same size as the 5th gen Camaro, as well as other GM products. You guys know F-body bolt patterns are 5 by 4 3/4. So what's the difference? We're talking minute differences here. Some people argue with you. They say, oh no, you can't run that on this car. You're gonna have vibration issues, or it's just you're gonna break your lug. Did my research, I found comparison drawings of the inner circle of a 5 by 120 millimeter compared to a 5 by 4 3/4. We're talking hairline here. So the center hub bore of the wheel itself is 74.1 millimeters. The diameter of the hub on an F body is 70.3 millimeters. So you need to get the correct rings to run on these. You get them off of Amazon, eBay. I run the plastic ones, and what that's doing is it's centering the wheel onto the hub. As well as if you get thicker spacers like these here, make sure to get hub-centric spacers. They have the lip where the bore of the wheel could fit over the hub of the spacer. Now, if you're just going with a 5 millimeter spacer, there's no need for a hub-centric spacer. I don't even think they make them, but just another little tidbit. If you plan on running these wheels, or any aftermarket wheels, make sure that you have the correct hub-centric ring. So that wraps it up with my review and information on the Cosmos wheels. If you guys are interested, and if you guys ask me about this again on Facebook, I'm just gonna send you the link to this video. If you guys liked and enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Subscriptions are free on YouTube. I'm Terrence Orgeron, Smoking Asphalt, signing out.